The second consecutive weekend where crews are going to be down at the Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park there, continuing the hard work to try and save the Sullivans. The destroyer, of course, is badly listing and is partially sunk along Buffalo's waterfront. And the weather was pretty cooperative for a change today. 2 News' Ron Plants has been reporting on the progress from the Naval Park all week long, and he joins us now with more details on the efforts. Hey there, Ron.
You know, Scott, there's an old phrase, for a nautical phrase, if you will, for good luck. That would be fair winds and following seas. And I think that would apply here. That basically means a ship doesn't have to go crashing through those heavy seas out on the ocean. They want calm sailing, and maybe that's a good metaphor for good weather here this weekend for the crews that are indeed trying to save the ship that we've been talking about here. First off, we want to mention again those hard-working divers. We showed you the diver yesterday on the ship, checking the hull for any damage on both sides and plugging vent holes. Those are regular ventilation openings in the ship that were exposed to water when the ship actually started listing or turning on this angle, being exposed to the water. Also, we're going to have to see those reports from the divers that are going to guide the T&T salvage specialist. This is a firm from Texas brought in to actually manage the eventual pumping of water from the interior of the ship. They hope that can happen sometime next week. Some of the compartments that are below deck are still filled with water, especially in the stern or back of the ship. I spoke with a T&T manager who's going to oversee that complex pumping process. Doing something like this with a historic ship, what does that mean to you guys too? Just is it kind of unique and kind of just something different, especially something that's 80 years old?
So we've always had good relationships with the federal agencies, and we pride ourselves on that. But no, throughout my career and T&T's career, no operation is ever the same. So again, it just goes back to the planning and making sure that every detail is addressed.
Williams told me they actually pumped water out of the 100-year-old battleship USS Texas down in Texas. We showed you earlier, maybe last week, that's being moved this summer actually for restoration work. Now, with all the divers and the salvage specialists who have been on scene here, the cost mount up daily. Mayor Brown says easily this project could be in the millions of dollars, and he told us today that the state of New York is getting involved as well as the federal government to help share those costs. And we know that this is very important. This is a legacy ship here, carries a lot of meaning for veterans and others in the area. Reporting live from the Buffalo Naval and Military Park, I'm Ron Plants, Channel 2 News. Back to you, Scott.
All right.